Let's move on to our third and final main topic today. And our third and final main topic today gets submitted to us by Ryan Lohner. And Ryan Lohner writes, the newly named Elliot Page, formerly known as Ellen Page, of course, has just revealed himself to be transgendered, and great on him. And it raises the question, what does this mean for the Umbrella Academy and the character of Vanya that they play? Personally, I think if any show can suddenly say a major character is a different gender now and move on, it's this one. But there are definitely other options. What are your thoughts? Okay, thanks a lot for sending that in. And for those of you who have not heard, now we've all known for a very long time, Canadian, at the time, actress Ellen Page is gay. And what Ellen Page just recently came out and announced is that they are now Elliot Page, and she identifies as transgender and uses the pronoun he. Now, I'm just going to say right up front, you're going to have to cut me some slack. I've been referring to Ellen Page as she for 20 years, for however long it is. So if I accidentally, it's going to take me a while to change the pronoun that I use for her or him at this point. So you just cut me some slack on that. It's going to take me a little while. That being said, it does raise the question then of what happens with Vanya? Will Elliot Page still play Vanya? Will they say that the Vanya character is now transgendered? What are they going to do with that? Well, apparently nothing. Nothing is going to change as far as the Umbrella Academy goes. This comes to us from the folks over at Variety, who writes, Elliot Page will continue to play the role of Vanya Hargreaves in the Umbrella Academy, the Netflix series about a family of superheroes that becomes one of the streaming service's biggest hits. If you have not watched Umbrella Academy, by the way, you absolutely must. It's amazing. Vanya is a cisgendered woman whose superpower involves unleashing force through the use of sound. There are no plans to change the character's gender, insiders told Variety. So as of right now, it appears that the idea is they're just going to continue to have Vanya be Vanya. Nothing's changing with the character, and Paige is going to continue to play Vanya. I've seen some discussion and some debate pop up around this already, and let me address it with my thoughts here just for a second. You guys know my position about transgender, gay, or whatever characters being played by transgender, gay, or non-gay performers and actors, right? There was that big dust-up that happened a while ago when I think it was Scarlett Johansson was going to play a character that was a transgendered character. A lot of people got upset because Scarlett Johansson isn't a transgender individual. My response to that at the time, and still is to this day, and it might change over time, but for now still is, actors play people that they are not. So I have no problem with that. If I have no problem with that, then I need to be consistent with that and say, yeah, if Elliot Page now identifies as a transgendered individual, why should that matter what type of character they play in a fictional piece of drama? It shouldn't, nor does it. It makes no difference. Vanya is a cisgendered female. Okay, Elliot Page is no longer that. It doesn't change that they're still an actor playing somebody that they are not. Because, spoiler alert, even when she was known as Ellen Page, she did not have those superpowers, and yet she played a character that had superpowers. So if you are like me, that you had no problem with the idea of a Scarlett Johansson playing a type of character that she is not in real life, then you need to be consistent with that and say, then we have no problem with Vanya, or with Vanya continuing to be played by Paige. It shouldn't make a difference. It doesn't make any difference whatsoever in the world. And the only way it has any type of a difference is if you bring some sort of political agenda into the conversation, which I am completely adverse to in the first place. So to me, it's great. I'm very glad. And listen, Rob, I'll admit, the first thing that went through my head, because I don't know Paige, I don't care, but first, I care about Umbrella Academy. So the first thought that went through my head, being a selfish individual, is how does this affect a show that I love? That's the first question that came into my head. And then I read the report saying it's not going to affect the show at all. Deep breath, then everything's good in my world. I'm completely fine. Anyway, Rob, you heard about this. What did you think initially when you heard about the Page story about whether or not this would affect, did you think maybe it would have an impact on Umbrella Academy? Do you think they're going to be able to move forward now and just have everything stay the same in Umbrella Academy? What's your take on this?
Well, first, I think we should all be happy for Elliot Page to finally come into his own and understand who he is as an individual, and we should applaud that. Somebody who's actually self-actualized and understands themselves and is comfortable with that. We should, as the human race, applaud that, because how many of us never quite understand ourselves? And that said, I think it's incredible that Elliot has chosen to do this. But like you said, it should have no effect at all. An actor is an actor. Remember, at the Globe Theater, when Shakespeare's plays were first performed, men all played the female parts. And I think there's a long tradition. If you, as an actor, however you identify, if you can play a part and own it and make the audience believe and have an audience love that character, anybody should be able to play a part. And I think that Elliot Page has done a great job creating the character of Vanya. And I think he will continue to go on and do that. So it shouldn't be even an issue. All I want to know is, when does season 3 drop, dude? Because I can't wait.
Yeah, what was it? The Sparrow Academy? Was that the twist at the end? The Sparrow Academy? Listen, I keep telling people, there are 3 shows on the air that I just like gush over as far as the comic book material goes, and it's all non-traditional. It's Doom Patrol, it's Umbrella Academy, and it's The Boys. And I just love these 3 shows. My life right now is a revolving countdown clock to when does the next one come out. And I'm all excited about it. And so, yeah, there it is. Question is, guys, how are you feeling about the fact that, don't worry, this is not going to impact Umbrella Academy. It's not going to affect, they're not going to change the characters, all any kind of stuff. Maybe you think they should change the character based on what's going on in Paige's real life. I personally don't think they should, but whatever. What are your thoughts? Jump down into the comment section below and leave me your thoughts. All right, guys.